Hey, guess what? It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for In the Kitchen with Miss Paula Harmonica Mama. We'll have lots of fun. See ya. Well, Merry Christmas. And it really is Christmas today. So, I'm going to make my very favorite Christmas cookie. Now, on Christmas Adam, which is the 23rd of December, as Adam came before Eve, I will bake other Christmas cookies with my family, but they didn't want to do this one this year. So, I'm going to make snowballs. Some people call them Russian, Mexican tea cake, or Mexican wedding cookies, tea cakes, whatever. But they're buttery and powder sugary, and they're just like my favorite. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is we need to cream some, let's see, and this is a recipe from a family notebook. I got my bread recipe in here, and we call them snowballs, and this is from Ruby Harmon, which was one of Granddaddy Harmon's sisters. Now, I'm going to cream together my butter, half a pound of butter, and I'm using unsalted butter, so I am going to put the salt in the recipe, but if you use salted butter, which is fine, you may want to leave the salt. So let's get this cream in real good. Oops, having trouble getting the wrapper off that. By the way, this is softened. I've had it sitting out for a couple of hours. So I'm going to get that in there. And I'm using powdered sugar. And we have a half a cup of powdered sugar in here. I'm going to pause you for just a second. Okay, here we go. And just a note about powdered sugar, I prefer to get Domino's because it's not quite as lumpy as some of the store brands and that are. But when I do end up getting a store brand, which I do have this time, I always sift it after I measure it, or I measured it anyway. I sift it, and it's not quite as lumpy. And that is especially important if you are using the powdered sugar to make an icing. Okay, so let's get this going here. I'm going to put my little protector thing on. There we go. Got my little protector thing on. And I'm going to start out with a low speed, and that way the powdered sugar doesn't keep me in snowstorm. Alrighty, let's turn her up a notch. Alright, so while that's doing its thing there, I think we'll pause for a minute because I'm sure it'd be kind of boring just to sit there and listen to the next one. Okay. It's getting there, but what I need to do, because there's a little bit of powdered sugar stuck into the bottom of the bowl, is I'm going to scrape the bowl. Scrape the mixer off a little bit too. See my neat little Christmas spatula? Already got that for me earlier this year, or this season. He truly is a sweetheart. Okay, now, that's not going to take much more. All right, here we go. We are going to turn this back on, and you can see how nicely this is mixing up. It's nice and creamy. So let's stop it for right now and scrape it down again. Bernie just made him a K-cup of coffee. It smells so good. Okay. All right, cool beans. Well, let's pause for a moment here, and I'll put the guard back on it, and we will add the flour. Okay, here we go. So we are going to put in the flour, and this is 2.5 cups of flour, and it is sifted. So I know people don't do too much of that sifted anymore, but I still like to do that. So let's add the flour in here. Oh, makes me sneeze. I'm gonna pause a second and turn this around a little bit. Okay, here we go. Going off and on and off and on and off and on. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm back on. Okay, here we go. We're just got flour going on in here, or flour going in here. I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing. The first KitchenAid mixer I had did not have one of these guards on it. I really like it. Here we go. All right, so, whoops. We will, once again, start the mixer and start it on slow. Okay, we'll turn it up just a little bit, and let's see if we can't get swung around here so you can see what it's doing. Let's take this off of here for a second so you can see what's going on better. Well, I think we're about there, so let's pause again and we'll scrape the sides down. Actually, before we do that, let's add a teaspoon of vanilla. And quarter of a teaspoon of salt. All right. Now, we'll just get her mix it up again. Okay, here we go. We will take that off of there. Oh yeah, that's perfect. We've got all kinds of, or we've had all kinds of Christmas stuff going on. You won't see this till Christmas Day, but I'm actually recording this on the 22nd. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll celebrate Christmas Adam on the 23rd, and I'll be baking cookies with my daughter and grandchild. And then Christmas Eve, Bernie's kids will be over, and we'll celebrate Christmas with them and grandkids. And then Christmas Day, we'll go to Aunt Tammy's and celebrate Christmas there with that part of the family. And then the day after Christmas, we're going to drive up to Wheeling and visit my son Richard and his family. So what I've added here is 3/4 cups of, and the recipe in our book says fine nuts, and I think that pecans are fine nuts in my book, so that's what I'm using. Take this off so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Alrighty. Now comes the fun part. We're going to put these, I'm going to roll them into little balls and bake them in the oven at 400 degrees, and my oven is already preheated. Whoops, I've got butter stuck to the bottom of that. I got my mess here a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to get things readjusted to roll out these little things. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll this dough into little balls. And my skin has been so dry, I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. And I have had like little splits in it, so I'm just going to put these on just so I don't pass like potential yucky cut germs. But make them about this size. You can really make them any size you want. I'm going to make it a little bit littler. But we don't want to, you can make them as big or as little as you like, actually. You get more if you make them littler, but then, you know, you have to eat more because, you know, don't really have much more than a bite. But that's up to you. Now, when we get this cookie sheet full, we'll stick it in the oven, and we'll bake these for 14 to 17 minutes. I've noticed that sometimes with cookie baking, the longer I have my oven on, it seems like it gets a little bit hotter. and I sometimes don't have to cook things quite as long. And when these come out, I'm getting bigger and bigger as I go. As these come out of the oven, I'm going to let them cool for a second, and then I'm going to roll them a couple of times in powdered sugar. I'm just going to make that first one a little bit bigger. It's the smallest one in there. There we go. Okay. I do enjoy this time of year. My husband has been teasing me about being Mrs. Santa Claus because of how much the house is decorated, and I keep wanting to do Christmas stuff and make Christmas cookies and all that good kind of stuff. But I've always loved it. Oh, even when I was a little kid, I still have that inner child in me loving Christmas. Okay, I'm going to take these off for now, and I'm going to say, Alexa, set a 14-minute timer, and we will check it in 14 minutes. Okay, got them out of the oven. Here they are. So now I need to go over to the other side of the kitchen where I have my racks and I do all my cooling and stuff. So I will be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, here we go. So these have been sitting here for a little while, and I am going to roll them in this powdered sugar. Just roll them around a little bit. And then I'm going to put them over here on my little cookie platter. And I'll just give it a good toss. And I do have some more in the oven. So I'll need to keep an eye on them. This is the nicest counter for doing this kind of stuff and for cooling things, because I can like stack up the wire rack really nicely. Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and give all of these a second coat. I'm slinging powdered sugar all over the place, but hey, it's easy to clean up. I remember making these with my mom. It was always kind of a neat time. I really enjoy making Christmas cookies with my mom. And I've enjoyed making Christmas cookies with my children and grandchildren since then. When my grandchild was about 18 months old or so is when a friend of mine told me about Christmas Adam, and I We have celebrated it ever since. And we chose to celebrate it by making Christmas cookies. Mainly for my daughter to take to her in-laws on Christmas Day. So yeah, it does seem like it might be kind of late. And I usually did some other cookies before that for cookie exchanges and stuff like that at work. But here you go. They are looking pretty, and I've got a couple more back just to bake off, so we'll have a nice full platter before too long. All right, well, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you'll have a Happy New Year. Oops. Sorry about that. I hope you'll have a Happy New Year too. And we will see you before too long. Okay, I got so excited with the cookies being all done, I brought my camera for a minute. But we're here in our Buckeye room. There's a little bit of our decorations here. But Bertie's going to give this a taste test.
Oh, glad to. Really, really good. Perfect.
They're one of my favorites. I think I'll take a bite too.
Get a big cup of coffee. Yeah.
Mm.
Very good.
Mm.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas. Mm.
Oh, another.
All right, go ahead. Love y'all.